Today I am comparing the Red Wing Iron Ranger and the Red Wing Blacksmith. Obviously the toe cap is going to make a big visual difference, but I've never really taken that close of a look to see what else they may have in common or what else may set them apart. So I figured this would be a good opportunity to see what else they've got in common. So starting with what they have in common, both are built on a Vibram 430 with a solid block heel. Both are constructed with a 270-degree Goodyear welt. Both have cork filler and a steel shank and a leather insole. They both have uppers made from SB Foot chrome tan leathers. Both have a partially gusseted tongue with 4 eyelets and 3 speed hooks. And they both are built on the number 8 last, so you get an overall similar appearance and silhouette. But now let's see what is different about these two. You'll notice the Iron Ranger has a taller shaft. It's 7 inches from the ground to the collar versus the Blacksmith, which is just slightly shorter at 6 1/8 inches from the ground. The obvious one here, the Blacksmith is a plain toe boot while the Iron Ranger features a toe cap. And then a minor difference you'll find is the Blacksmith comes with flat wax laces and the Iron Rangers come with tassel laces. My experience is that the tassel laces last longer, and I really think the aesthetic you get from each set of laces is quite different. The flat wax being a little more or can work a little bit more for a business casual setting than maybe the round tassel laces might, but that just depends on, maybe where you work or how you wear them. The Blacksmith collar is finished with a leather piping, unlike the unfinished edge of the Iron Ranger. And another big difference here is the internal heel counter on the Blacksmith, which creates a couple of other differences just because of that construction. Since the counter is internal, you'll have a lining on the heel pocket, and here they've used a rough out, which is really nice and comfortable, and just to hold that heel counter in. And then it also has a back strip as opposed to the backstay on the Iron Ranger because of the external heel counter. So the structural difference ends up creating a pretty visual difference as well. Other than the lined heel pocket on the Blacksmith, both are an unlined boot. Overall, and this is just my opinion, I think the whole Blacksmith design is a little more versatile than the Iron Ranger, or could be. I wear both models for the same things, but I think the plain toe Blacksmith with the flat wax laces could probably work for someone that's maybe in more of an office setting, if it's a casual type of business casual setting, a little bit more than an Iron Ranger might. But again, that's just a subjective opinion. So for some it may work just fine. Fit wise, they're both going to fit the same, or at least they do for me, and they feel the same. The break-in period and the break-in experience was the same for me as well. Price-wise, they're pretty close, but the Blacksmith is going to be slightly cheaper, around $330 US for the Blacksmith and around $350 US for the Iron Ranger. So that is just a quick comparison of the Red Wing Iron Ranger and the Red Wing Blacksmith. There's more to the story than just one being a plain toe and one having a toe cap. Yeah, so let me know if I left anything out. All right, thanks a lot.